Good morning and welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm actually on my own at the moment.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend, for it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end, no they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, and when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun.
Aiden's back with his family this weekend, so I've been on my own for the last like 2 days and I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, it's weird because I really like my own company, but I like knowing that Aiden's in another room. I don't know, and if I don't sleep next to Aiden, like my sleep is so bad, which is so stupid because I shouldn't be relying on someone else to be able to sleep properly. But today I have a podcast recording that's happening at mine in the middle of the day and the flat is a shithole. I did half of the cleaning I wanted to do last night, but then I got too tired, so we're gonna go do some more cleaning. I need to mop the floor in the kitchen, and then I think I'm gonna tidy and sort the bathroom out. Then I need to crack on with the wardrobe office room because Aiden works in there, and currently my clothes are absolutely everywhere when I was trying to find an outfit last week. And I literally like trashed the place. I'm the worst person. So I need to sort that out. I need to stop doing that. I need to get out of that habit of like when I'm looking for a fucking outfit, like throwing shit everywhere and like taking stuff off and just putting it back where it came from. This morning is going to be a declutter, organising, cleaning morning before the podcast recorded. Episode of the podcast go live because it's a Monday morning. I love that the podcast episodes go live on like early Monday morning at 7 AM. So make sure you're caught up or going to listen to some of the episodes. This week we had Veronica on and she was talking about her experience working in a mental health hospital when she works in a private one and how that compares to the NHS, and also some stuff about her eating disorder that she had and how she used to model and how she's come about now working in like mental health services, and she also works in a school with children with special needs. So yeah, it was a really interesting conversation as always. I love having these conversations on the podcast because I get to meet so many new amazing people that do all these incredible things, some of which I didn't know existed, and learning some more, and I hope you guys learn along with me. But yeah, let's go clean before I sit here and ramble and procrastinate further. Guys, I also got these new Crocs. Crocs are my favourite shoes because they feel like they're massaging my feet with every step. They're little like clouds of rubbery goodness. I'm obsessed with them, and they also even put in like the little gibbets. Just so you can see the situation in here. Clothes everywhere, mess everywhere. So this is my job later on. I think I might not be able to do this before the podcast recording because this is a big job, or even if I get some of it done beforehand. But first, let's mop these floors. My outfit's kind of sexy. So the kitchen is all tidy and clean. Floor is all mopped. This room is all tidy. I've even tidied this room, majority of it anyway, just to make everything a little bit more cleaner. There's still some stuff that is a bit everywhere, but it's definitely better than all of this mess that was like piled out here, and way nicer for Aiden to come back to tonight. I've also cleaned all my bathroom and made that all nice and fresh as well. Just having a little chill, probably gonna have something to eat for lunch and then wait for Maddie to get here. I've got a girl coming on called Maddie who is going to be talking about painful sex and vaginismus. I think I've said that right. If it's wrong, I'm sure I'll be corrected in a second. But she's coming on to talk about painful sex and how it's affected her sex life and her relationships and what exactly that is. Look out for that episode. It's going to be a couple of months' time away, but exciting.
I'm 22 and I live in Bristol, and I have kind of come on here because I've got a condition called vaginismus, which is basically it's a condition that makes your muscles contract and can make sex really painful due to like a number of reasons, and it's something that's like really not very widely talked about at all. Like, it's actually quite common. I've definitely spoken to people who have just kind of had it for a short period of time because they've experienced some like trauma, or they've kind of experienced some kind of physical discomfort, and that's caused a kind of mental anxiety, and it's a bit of a cycle. So it can kind of appear at any point. Yeah, it's just something that I think we talk a lot about the kind of incredible, amazing sex we have, and quite often don't talk about the times when it's not so great.
So I had Maddie over and we recorded that episode. I think it was like just over 50 minutes, which is crazy. Sometimes I don't like to limit myself on timings of the podcast because I like the conversation to be like really natural and flowy, and I don't want to make it all rigid, cut off at a certain time. So yeah, that was how that one flowed. And then I just had some noodles that were like instant from a packet. I think I got it maybe, I don't know where from, but they were horrible. So I've just had the worst lunch. I should have just made some more effort and actually cooked rather than just gone for something instant. That's my sign never to do that again. Having some very cherry candy kittens, are my favourite ones at the minute. Eating these, having a little break from everything because I'm starting to get a headache again. I keep getting headaches so bad recently. I think it's either because I'm not wearing my glasses and I'm forgetting to drink and like fuel my body and stuff. Not really sure what's going on. I'm also like been due on my period for fucking ages, so it's probably to do with that. But I'm just watching Saving Grace podcast episode with Harry Jelsey because I've only seen snippets of it. I don't want to watch the whole full thing. I'm gonna just watch that for the time being. Right, so before we get into the rest of the weekly vlog, this part of the video is sponsored by BetterHelp, which is an online therapy service. And what a perfect sponsor for this weekly vlog, because you will see me have my therapy session and my thoughts and feelings after it later on in this video. But for those of you that don't know what BetterHelp is, like I said, it's an online therapy service. There are over 20,000 qualified, certified specialists and therapists on there that are handpicked to you. So you fill out a questionnaire when you go on the BetterHelp website, basically giving an insight into what you're looking and seeking help for. If there's anything specific that you want to cover, e.g. like family issues, relationships, grief and loss, sex and relationships, your self-worth and self-doubt, depression, anxiety, stress, literally so many different options on there, and you pinpoint which ones you want to like focus on or work through, and within 48 hours your therapist is picked for you. I have started my therapy to work through a number of my issues. Without going into too much detail, there are a lot of factors of my life that have caused me to behave in certain ways and to process things in different ways, and I sort of wanted to work through that, figure out why I behave that way, and see if I can either overcome it or make myself into a better person. From what I've discovered from my therapy session so far, I have a lot of stuff to work through, and I'm very happy to have found a therapist on BetterHelp that feels like they understand me, listens through all my problems, and makes me see a whole new side of who I am, whether that's good or bad. Either way, it helps me work through it. So I'm very, very grateful for my therapist that I've currently got. And by the way, it's BetterHelp as in help, H-E-L-P. If you're feeling stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, and want to work through your issues, I've got a discount code and a discount link which you can find in the description box, and it can get you 10% off your therapy. So please go check that out if you are considering therapy or feel like you need it, and go and have a little look into the website so you can see some more details. What I also really love about BetterHelp is that you can choose your favourite way to communicate. So there is like a live chat version. So you schedule a time with your therapist. You can choose whether you want to live chat with them just from messaging and texting, because I know some people don't say how they truly feel and their true emotions if they speak, so maybe writing is the way forward for you. For me, I like the phone because it puts less pressure than being on a video call, but also I feel like I will forget things if I type them, and I don't feel like I'm getting personally the benefit out of it that way. So for me, my perfect way of communicating with my therapist is phone call, so I like that there are different options that are catered to whatever your needs are. Obviously it's all confidential, and you can also request a new therapist free of charge if you are not vibing with your current therapist or you want to try someone new. Please go and check out BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. I will leave the link in the description so you can go check it out and wait around for later on in the video, because I talk about one of my sessions if you want some more insight. So I have this outfit on for this evening. Going to a plant-based restaurant in Camden. It's in Selina, which I believe is a hotel, but the restaurant's called Power Plant. It's closer to Chalk Farm Tube Station, in case anyone's wondering. Black blazer from Everlane. I've got a sports bra on from Gilly Hicks, but I like wearing these as like mini crop tops underneath blazers. And then I've got these jeans, which I believe are I Saw It First, with a front split, my Puma Callies, and then little bag from Monkey that I wear to death these days. So I'm going to the station now, gonna head there for the evening, and then when I get back, I get my boyfriend back. I feel like I've been away from him for so long, and it's literally been like, what, 3 days? Not even that. I think when you start living with someone, it's so weird when you're not with them. I got it with Carrie as well. I'd be like, haven't seen you in ages, and it would be literally like 48 hours or something. But Anyway, yeah, I'm excited to have my boyfriend back and excited for plant-based good food. It is now Tuesday. Had a really good time at Power Plant last night and the food was really good. So if you're vegan, plant-based, or even like trying that sort of food, it's a really good option and it's in Camden. The service was really good as well, like the people working there were amazing. So my brother and his girlfriend are coming to stay with us for a couple of days. We basically organised it because my mum and dad bought me and Aiden some Crystal Maze tickets for my birthday last year, and then they've got the same tickets for my brother and his girlfriend. So we thought we'd go all together because it'd be way more fun. I don't know if we're gonna get paired up with some more people. I can't remember how many people are on like a Crystal Maze team, but if that's the case then that will happen as well. And I'll try and film some stuff if we're allowed. I'm not really sure if they will let that happen in there, but if not I'll let you know of our experience afterward. I'm just trying to spot them walking. Yeah, I'll let you know all of our antics. We're actually ordering some burgers as well from a place called Marlowe's. I feel like I've heard this from someone, like another creator who has tried them before, but I can't remember who. They got in contact with me a couple of days ago and are gonna send me a voucher because there's like a new just solely delivery based Marlowe's in Battersea. So they're gonna send us some free delivery, so I'm gonna wait for them to get here, and I'm really hungry so I can't wait for them to come and we can just decide all of our food, get it all sent and have like a nice solid lunch before we've got to get our brains in gear for Crystal Maze. So Crystal Maze is basically at Piccadilly Circus and we had such a fun time. We were paired with another family. I think I talk a little bit about it after we get back, but yeah, it was very fun. It just needs, it's a bit outdated. It would be slightly better if they just made sure all of the different rooms were working correctly. But other than that, I would still go back. I would just make sure that I went with like my family as a group of 8 rather than being teamed up with another family. I think it would make it a lot more fun. But yeah, that's my little review. I currently look like a sweaty mess, but we've just done the Crystal Maze experience and it was actually really fun. We're just having a walk around Covent Garden afterwards just to calm down before we go grab food. We're going to go to Rose's Thai, which is one of my Aiden's favourite restaurants in London. But yeah, Crystal Maze was really good. I'll explain more about it later when I'm in a more quiet environment. Just very interesting. We're in like a team of 8, so we paired up with like another family, so it was like 8 of us and we all did like 2 challenges each. Very intense. It was like mental like puzzles, skill puzzles, physical and mystery. So we were just sort of like put in by our team captain. Aiden did the hardest one though, he managed to complete it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not winding you up, I was proud of you. So we've come to Rose's on Carnaby Street for dinner. I've gone for my classic chicken green curry. It's really good but very hot. What have you got? Chicken, what's it?
A pad krapao, it's called.
Pad krapao. You've had that before? Krapao?
Yeah.
You've had that before, right?
I butchered that name.
David's gone for the green curry and then Amber's gone red curry. Right, we're gonna dig in. Yummy. Yeah, it's Wednesday afternoon. Last night Crystal Maze was really fun. At first I was like, I'm not too sure because the first tasks were really hard and we were like paired with another group. So if you go, I do recommend trying to get into like a group of 8 of people that you know, just because I feel like it'll be more fun watching like your friends and family and stuff like competing in all the challenges rather than being with like a random group as well. Like it was fine, but I just think it would have made it a better experience. Yeah, we had a good time. It just took about over an hour, right?
An hour 15.
An hour 15, so that's roughly it. I think, me and Aiden were saying we think it's slightly overpriced for what it is, but I mean it's like a London experience and we sort of get it at the same time. I just feel like it could do with a little bit of like revamping, refurbing, and it would be like perfect. Yeah, a bit of TLC. But yeah, it was good and I'd still go again. Perfect. And then this morning just made everyone some bacon and egg bagels. And David and Amber have gone out to go meet a friend, so I am just about to film a really last minute ad that's come in, and Aiden's just been helping me do a little snapshot or 2, so I just need to get on with editing that. My Headspace ad is all edited and sent across. I've had to do a couple of amendments, but all is well. And then I've just booked an eye test. Me and Aiden are finally going to get our eyes tested, like we've been meaning to do for ages. So that's all organised. My brother and his girlfriend just gone out to go watch a musical, so I'm literally going to sit in and carry on doing some like editing and bits that I missed out doing yesterday whilst they were here. So yeah, just had like basically a lazy slobby day physically, but I've also been doing a lot of work at the laptop, so it's been like an admin-y day. But if you don't use TikTok Shop and you have it, you definitely should, because you get like the best deals ever on it. So sometimes they take a little bit longer to arrive, but I got this selfie stick. I actually saw Hannah Lover use it, and I think it was I don't know if it was an ad or whatever, but regardless, I bought this stick. It's a tripod selfie stick. Obviously I'm not going to be using it as a selfie stick, but just for like a compact tripod to like carry in like my luggage if I'm going on holiday, or just out and about around London and I want a tripod to film something, because I want to be filming a lot more like in public stuff for transitions and things that I'm wanting to do for reels to like up my game. I've got this pink one, but I think there was like a black and a silver and a blue maybe, but I think, let's see if we can figure out how to do it, or there might be some instructions. How sick is that? And it like twists either way.
Selfie stick?
No, but it's a tripod. So like, I can like take that out as a tripod. You can turn it either way as well. So you can have your phone landscape or portrait. And it goes quite long as well. Aiden's got his new Crocs on, away. Yeah, I feel like that's like a nice good length just to go out and about, because I prefer like a lower angle. Very happy with this. I found like TikTok Shop have the most affordable like little gadgets and things like that. When I went to Dave's house, because he's like big on TikTok and stuff, he buys so much stuff on TikTok Shop, and he's got all these like really cool gadgets and things around his house, and they're all like just super cheap on TikTok. So if you're wanting to look for like some cool things for your home, or you're needing some certain stuff, go check on TikTok Shop first before you go anywhere else. I love it. Time to make the kitchen and living room cozy for when Amber and David get back, because we're going to play some games after they're back from the theatre. So let's make the living room and kitchen cozy. We're currently mid-articulate. Me and Aiden just won. Woo! We're gonna go play again. Me and Dave are gonna be on a team now, and Aiden and Amber are gonna be on a team. Amber's just gone to the toilet. She was sitting just there.
Amber's got active camp.
I actually want a drink. Does anyone else want a drink?
Yeah, let's vlog getting a drink.
Been shooting a few different reels today since David and Amber left, and I've just had a package arrive from Mitchum. So I'm actually heading to All Points East this weekend. I don't know if I've said it in this vlog, but I have mentioned it on my Instagram. And yeah, me and Aiden are gonna go to All Points East with Mitchum, the deodorant brand, and they've actually sent a package over. It's like a his and hers package. Just laid everything out for my content because I'm doing some work with them whilst I'm at the festival. Quite cool. So they've sent aerosols and roll-on deodorants. I've got the women's, Aiden's got the men's. And then we've got a little disposable camera reach. I've got some face glitter. They've put in like a bandana and like a lanyard for Aiden. I've got a cute phone charm. We've got power banks as well with like all of the different types of phone charger in, which I think is so sick. And then we've also got some pick and mix sweets as well, I think. So yeah, this is gonna be my first festival this weekend. I'm very excited, and looking forward to it even more now that we've got those things. So when we go there, just sort of like in case anyone's interested, like brand side of things, so I'm going and I'm creating some content for them, and it's going on my Instagram. So I'm doing like a reel of my experience at the festival, and it'll be my first one, so it'll be very exciting to see some like behind the scenes of what I actually think of it and everything. And then incorporating obviously Mitchum products into the content, which will be very, very seamless because everyone stinks at festivals, from my assumption there. So yeah, it's kind of the perfect little thing, especially these little mini ones as well. Very cute to put in your bag. My phone just died because I didn't have enough storage, but those mini ones are perfect for popping in your bag and everything. They're also going to have like a bungee run on like an inflatable thing, so I'm going to get involved in that, and you can see some behind the scenes of that. I'm going to vlog the experience too because I feel like it'd be fun. We've got some of Aiden's friends that are going to be there as well, so we'll probably hang out with them for a bit. It's going to be really fun and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just sort of trying to decide on my festival outfit because it's a big decision. I haven't been to one before and don't want to fuck up and worse than think ugly. I'm looking forward to it. Hi Sprinklerinos, Friday morning, and I've just had my first ever therapy session and it was intense. I thought because it was one of my first ones it would be relaxed, chilled, I'd just be going through things that have stressed me out or things I'm feeling at the moment, but instead it basically unlocked loads of my past trauma and I sat there bawling my eyes out for 45 minutes. But it was very useful. I feel like them emotions were clearly pent up in there somewhere from the past, and yeah, basically my therapist walked me through everything and basically picked out some of my great qualities, which is something I never do. Like, I'm always so self-deprecating about the past and all of my traumas and things I've gone through when I was younger, especially at school. And she was basically just pointing out the like good traits that helped me get through that time, like strength, resilience, perseverance, and all those like amazing things that you don't really think about when you're going through like a shit time. So yeah, it made me feel like, it gave me a bit of a confidence boost, I'm not gonna lie, and words of affirmations is my love language, so when she was saying that I was strong and resilient, I was like, thank you so much, babe. But yeah, it also made me realise that I just pick out of the negatives of every single situation that's ever gone on in my life rather than focus on the positives. She also was saying that loss is like very prevalent throughout all of these different things that we talked through, and that made me cry even more because I was like, that's so true, like how have I never realised that? Like, and it's not just losses in grief loss and like losing a family member, it's like loss of friendships, loss of perceptions of people, loss of like my schooling life, and just loss of dance and how that has impacted my current situation and how I react to things. Oh my god, it was honestly mind-blowing. And everyone's always like, oh, therapy changed my life, and I'm like, did it though? Like, are you just saying that? I feel like this is going to be an absolutely transformative period of my life doing these sessions. So I've straight away booked in for another session next week, same time, same thing again. I thought if I have it like as a set routine, it might keep me in it. I don't know, I feel like, is that something that I need to break down, or I have to keep this weird routine? Yeah, I'm feeling very grateful. I like knowing what's going on in here and why I behave a certain way, and I feel like this is going to really, really positively help me in the future. Wonderful. I'm just about to go make some lunch with Aiden. We're going to make like Chinese inspired sweet and sour chicken from our HelloFresh. Make sure to go check it down below if you want a free box. I've always got my HelloFresh code down there. Let's go make some yummy chicken rice for lunch. And then later on, my parents are actually in London. They're going to see a West End show. I think my mum bought Only Fools and Horses for my dad's birthday. So I'm gonna go meet them a little bit later, and we're gonna go to Zizi. So we are all ready for the festival. We're going with Mitchum. I think I said that yesterday, but if not, we're going with Mitchum, the deodorant brand. I've gone for like the glowiest makeup. I'm actually going to bring my iconic spray with me because I want to be glowy. I've also got disposable camera, my sunglasses, my lip products, and my card and ID. I'm literally sweating. I feel like it's going to be very hot, but we're getting picked up in a second. I've gone for this yellow bandeau top. It's kind of booby, so I'm going to hopefully warm the nipples up so you can't see them as much. And then wearing these like really cool cargos from ASOS. I don't know if they're actually ASOS or another brand on ASOS, but they're really cool. They're like a grey bleached wash style, and my hair is like really curly and stunning. Actually, it's come out really nice from the dressing gown curls, but I wanted to keep it up because I feel like I'm going to be sweating on the back of my neck, and I want to save the curls for as long as I can get. Sort of crazy rings. And my little monkey bag as always. Let's go. So we've made it to Victoria Park. We're actually here before it starts, and here like as the park opens and everything, because we're getting like our content and stuff first. I'm gonna go find where we need to be.
It's the slow things, the sweetest thing. And it don't change. If I had it my way.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Hello. I currently feel like a broken woman. Sorry, my hair has just stayed in dressing gown curls all night and all day yesterday at a festival when it was really hot. Like, I don't know how that's happened considering I didn't even hairspray my hair. But anyway, review of All Points East. I will be returning next year if I can go and I'm available at the time, because I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a really nice, like, introduction to the festival scene. I don't think I spoke about this, but I've always been quite like anxious about festivals, and I feel like I was like projecting that insecurity and being like, oh, festivals are just not me, they're not my vibe. But like, I obviously love music and love dancing and stuff, and spending time with like people I love and like dancing, and I don't know, and I really enjoy live music, so I don't know why I was kidding myself and being like, oh, it's not my vibe. I think I was just very anxious and panicky about like overcrowded spaces, yeah, being like quite compact, and I don't know. I think I was just like making it sound like more stressful and in my head about festival environments, but I actually bloody loved it. We didn't even drink loads yesterday, but I still feel like I'm a shell of a woman today. I feel like I've just been, I was stood up for a long period of time yesterday as well. My back was hurting. Me and Aidan were like falling asleep walking home. Like, we were so tired. The food was really amazing there. We tried some like tacos. And we also tried from the duck shed. I had like a duck wrap that was really good. I got all of my Mitchum stuff done, so basically we got there just after 12, and then from 12:30 till 5:30 we were shooting like reel and story footage, and I was having to get like story approval as we were going along, so I was having to like film, edit, get approval and upload. So it was like quite like intense and stressful in a way, which I know some people will be like, oh, shut up, like, you just upload stuff, you've just been asked to go to a festival and to upload stuff. But I don't know, I just found it was a bit chaotic, but we got the work done, and then I had to film some like extra footage for a reel that I've now edited this morning. As soon as I woke up, I edited it, and I'm about to send that over for approval today, but I don't think it will get approved until Tuesday because it's bank holiday weekend. But I like getting it all done and out of the way. It's then like tomorrow me and Aidan can spend it all together. But yeah, overall, thoroughly enjoyed it. My favourite act of the day was actually her. She was incredible. She's got such a sensational voice, so yeah, I really enjoyed her. We left slightly before it ended as well, like slightly before disclosure ended, because we wanted to get out of the crowds. We were all like very tired, I think because we'd been there for so long, and like usually to a festival I think people turn up later on into the evening when like more of the popular well-known acts start, so we'd been there for like way longer than a lot of the people, so I think we were like just exhausted and ready to head back. I don't know how people do this for the full weekend, because I actually feel like deceased from yesterday. Thank you very much for watching this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you did like it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Let me know what you've been up to this week and if you're having a good one, and I will see you very soon for a brand new vlog.